You know, the more you know about a car, the better you can take care of it. And we're going to get some basic automotive tips today from a man who knows a whole lot about cars. You probably recognize Stacey David. He is the host of Gearz TV on MAV TV and Velocity. He can work on anything that has an engine, let me just tell you that.
Well, we try anyway.
Absolutely, and we're in his amazing studio, and no, that is not my car.
No, but you look really good in it, I'll tell you what.
Thank you so much. You've been putting together cars since you were 12.
Yeah, started when I was about 12 years old working on my sister's Volkswagen. And it did not look like that, believe me, it looked more like this.
Yes.
But it was fun, you know, I've always been a car guy.
Yeah, and you love teaching other people about how to put together cars and work on cars. That's what you do on your show. Well, you've got some great tips for us. We're gonna let this car go, and we're gonna bring in a car that I can probably relate more to. Now, Stacey, this is the type of car I can relate to, and probably most of our viewers.
Yes, this is the typical Nashville wagon.
Basically, when it comes to checking the oil, it's all the same.
It's all the same, and like we always say, the oil is the lifeblood of an engine. If you let the oil get cruddy and nasty, it's just like you give your car a stroke.
Wow.
So you want to keep the oil fresh. You should check it, you know, and they're usually right here.
Okay.
On the engine, there's always a dipstick somewhere easy to find, and you can see the oil right there on it, and it should be somewhere between the two lines. You should change your oil somewhere between 3,000 to 5,000 miles. Another thing to look at is this little thing right here.
Yes.
We've actually had people pour water in that before because they think that's a teacup.
Oh.
That's a little oil cup. That's where your oil goes. So when you're filling oil, you need to make sure you know where the caps are and be able to read what's on there.
Oh my God.
That's not where water goes.
One of the worst feelings you can ever have is when you come out to a car with a dead battery.
No, that's awful. And when the temperatures get cold, that's when it starts happening.
Right.
So the thing to check on the battery, first of all, the first thing to check are your connections. Because what they'll do is they'll get corroded here, and they'll just create a bad connection. So just clean them up. And there's all kinds of things you can get at the auto parts store to clean up the connection. 9 times out of 10, that's the problem.
Okay, so on to our tires and checking the tire pressure and the treads. I have one of these little gauges, but don't know how to read it at all.
Okay, well let me show you how to use it real quick. First of all, you just pop your cap off. Don't lose that because the cap's actually part of the valve deal. Then you just press it on there. See how it came out there?
Yes.
That's about 35 pounds.
Is that good?
That's good. Well, it depends on, it'll say right on the side of the tire what the poundage should be. 32 to 35 is usually normal, but some of the real low profile tires, you know, take 50. The Cougars, you know, up to 50. Okay. But, you know, so then you just, if it needs air, you stick it on there, you stick the jack on there, and put some air in it and you check it again, you know, until it's up where it's supposed to be. One thing that most tires have is what we call a wear rib, and it runs, you know, side to side on the tire. And when the tire wears, if you get down flush to that, that tells you that it is time to replace the tire. And as you can see, that's about 1/8 of an inch. It's very low.
Now, this could be a hazard if your windshield wiper blades are worn.
Oh yeah. Yeah, windshield wiper blades are a big problem, especially in the south with the rainstorms that we get and the ice storms.
Yes.
So what you want to do on your windshield wiper blades is you just want to check them. If they're nice and soft and they're not leaving streaks across your windshield, they're good. And replace them is really simple. They just unsnap here at the bottom and you just take the whole piece out.
Okay.
Now, the good thing is most auto parts store, I know that O'Reilly does it, they'll replace them for free.
Oh, good.
You know, now you'll have to buy them.
Right,
but they'll put them on for you.
Oh,
they'll walk right out in the parking lot and put them on for you, snap them on.
That is fantastic. Yeah. Well, your brain is full of great information. We're going to get more car care tips from Stacey because we've only scratched the surface. So we'll be back with more with him. But in the meantime, you can go check out his show at GearzTV.com and you can learn more information on his website at StaceyDavid.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You just want that Cougar, don't you?
I want that Cougar.
Ooh, that's a pretty car.
Yeah, does she get to drive it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But if not, I'm sure she'll go back for a test drive.
Yeah, but some good information that everybody needs to know as far as car maintenance.
Yeah, very important.